Hi everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Nicole and I'm with Path of Enlightenment Tarot. Super excited to have you join me today. So today's reading is going to be a collective message for everybody, and it is August 9th. So we are still in the Lionsgate portal for a couple of days. So use this time to manifest, to close out cycles that need to be closed and finished out. Really put your focus on the future of what you want the next year to be. For me, the Lionsgate is often like, we've got the actual calendar year, then we've got the zodiac calendar year, and then to me, this is kind of like a calendar year as well. It's like it's a chance to start anew and start really pushing our energy forward into the things that are serving us in our highest good and in our higher selves. So, definitely utilize that energy. I didn't get to do a reading on that. Doubt that I'm going to have time to do that, unfortunately. But so we're going to go ahead and do today's daily energies that's going on. So again, it's August 9th. So this is meant for you whenever you come across it. So guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. That is very helpful. And then you're going to get notifications too as the collective readings go up, as the signs go up as well, and then any other videos or things that I would do on here. So it helps keep you in the loop. All right, Spirit, I'm using the Oracle of the 7 energies today. I'm terrible with remembering the decks or the names of the decks. I'm bad with names in general, always have them. All right, so let's see. We've got the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, and that is number 40. And he's about our third eye, that perception, right? Hearing unlocking keys to a new, oh God, I love this. So you've got strategy, 21 and 31, door to value, with the goddess of the moon underneath. And to me, she reminds me very much of the high priestess, but she's also, how I feel about it, is a great manifester. So I mean, she's absolutely stunning. She really is. It's all realms are go, right? So for you guys today, the way I'm seeing this is that for some of you, you may have felt stuck for some time, but now it is understanding a different perspective of how you can to change the way things are going on for you at this time. And it's coming, you may be establishing your boundaries and your worth. You may be seeing things that maybe took some time. Like it's almost like clearing the air, getting a better understanding of what's going on around you. So it's, but I also feel communication coming in or going out, probably more so going out around you, and speaking some truths as well, which is great to be in that space and getting a clearer picture of what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Writing, you guys, if you don't journal. Journaling is a fantastic way, whether it's dream journaling or journaling on a daily basis. I recommend both. It's going to help you get a clearer picture of where your mindset goes, and the way like I think about years ago when I used to write all the time, and then I've gone back and I've looked at that, maybe a couple months later, even a couple years later, and gone, oh my God, like how much growth I've had as a result of learning more, whether it's a spiritual path or just writing things down. For me, when I have situations happening, I take a minute and I may speak about it out loud to friends and family around me, because it helps to give me a clearer idea of what it is that I need to address or how I need to prioritize things or whatever the situation might be. So some of you may be journaling, and that's going to be a very productive way to get a clearer picture as well as to what's going on around you. So I like that. I like it a lot. For some of you, financial abundance, it's like, I won't call it, let's see, I'm gonna put this. Something is shifting when it comes to finances. And it's like whatever creative ideas and endeavors that you have either talked about or thought about, or, it might be a slow start because I kind of feel like things are opening slowly. Give me 1 second. Light's a little weird, sorry about that. It might be taking a little bit of time to see that growth and development, but it's like with each step that you take, you're feeling more confident in the direction that you're going. So as this confidence is opening up, you're making room for the abundance to come in. So if you're letting go of past situations, You know, you're not investing your energy into those things anymore, where you're investing your energy into yourself. And as you invest that energy to yourself, these doors are slowly opening for you. And I think that's a beautiful energy to sit in, right? All right, let's do some clarifying on these couple of cards. I feel like for some of you too, you've put these ideas on hold, like they got frozen somehow, or you may have set in a place of stagnancy for up to a year, or years coming through, where maybe you had an idea and a thought process last year about this time, and things were stalled. They just weren't moving, and too many cards. So it feels like now's the time. And again, we're sitting in the Lionsgate portal right now. Utilize that. Take every bit of love for yourself, harness that energy, and manifest the hell out of what's going on right now. Utilize this time for yourself. I think that's going to be the very best thing that you can do. So yeah, I say finances, getting a different perception maybe on your finances. You may be paying off some bills right now, getting a better financial plan. It's like you realize the things that you were doing in the past, maybe when it came to finances, they weren't working out at all. Like, I almost feel like this juggling act was occurring, feeling stuck all the time, like you couldn't get ahead, you was living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you didn't even have that in between. Like, you know, it became extremely hard, but now you're making some financial plans that are going to shift what you're doing, and through this creative process, it's going to help open up doors. So you may be getting opportunities, and I feel like you're going to be guided to the right places at the right time to meet the right people, which is going to be super helpful for you. Too many cards. Wheel of Fortune, like they keep coming out in a bunch of bunches, whatever. But you know what, I'm just going to take that. And Wheel of Fortune keeps rolling out of the deck, so we're going to go with that because it wants to make itself known. It wants to. You may have to see Empress, Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles. You may be in a position, like I said, things are shifting and changing for you. But you also know that you're being guided, like you're finally leveling up to a place where you're ready for this new start. You're ready for this cycle to switch over and do what it needs to do for you. So let it happen. But I feel like some of you are holding on tightly out of fear of the idea that you're going to have to keep it all. And you also may even be dealing with somebody. It's kind of coming across to me because I've got the Emperor and the Empress here. Divine counterparts. But to me, it's a little entangled because I feel like the Emperor is kind of on the outside looking in. So maybe what you're building for yourself, you're also trying to protect that. To me, you're trying to protect your energy. You're trying to protect what you've built for yourself. You're trying to protect the ideas and the finances. So if you were dealing with somebody in the past that was taking everything from you or trying to gain everything from you, it's yours, right? So you're going to protect it and you're going to love it and you're going to nurture it. And you know, you can always be giving. It doesn't have to, you know, not necessarily finances. I'll get it out eventually, one way or another. But it's also understanding that it's the idea of you're not allowing yourself to be taken advantage of in the situation as well. So pay attention, be discerning, right? All right, guys, let's see what else Spirit has for you. Oh yeah, you're creating some new stable foundations they're transforming you right now. You're taking action towards that, and I feel like sometimes, golly. Here's the interesting thing to me. So you've got the Four of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Swords. In the past, I feel as if this was something, I want to say more recently though, has been brought to light to you. Understanding your value and worth. Like I feel like you're trying to get comfortable with that, and sometimes it kind of feels heavy. It feels hard to do that because you may be bouncing back and forth. So if you're just now starting to step into this energy, it's unlearning those bad habits. It's unlearning those traits that you've had in the past where you maybe gave. It's learning to pause. Like I feel like you're pausing to understand, and it's also you're not rushing in to do anything either, because it's like I need to take these things one thing at a time to work my way through what it is that I've got going on in my life, and coming from a space of emotional reaction or running off and just doing it just to have it done, where I feel like you're taking the time to sit and think about it, be with it, and understand what it is, the next step it is that you need to accomplish so that you can keep meeting your goals and where it is that you're heading. Because yeah, see, and I feel like, it's kind of like a heat of caution, so get some underlying energy, Page of Cups, Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. Like, to me, and then just some of the other cards I'm seeing in the background to this, it's like you've played with this energy of moving fast in the past, and you're making snap decisions that may not serve your well-being. I mean, I think they're coming from a good place. They're coming from a legitimate place. But to move too fast on it wasn't serving of you. It's learning to find patience with yourself and learning to slow it down a little bit, because, you know, the daily chaos that we live in the world today is, it makes us just hurry up and try to get shit done, and we're not thinking things through, or we're not sitting on it, and we're not giving it a second to see the big picture, essentially. So whenever you are, you know, slowing it down, going, yeah, I would love to do this, but let me think about what it is that I need to do. And it's not so much getting caught up in your head as it is you just don't want to make some fast movements, because making those fast movements sometimes can be a little tricky in the long run, because if you miss details or something to that effect, you're going to have to go back, and you may create situations in the future that are just not going to be serving of you. So I would take my time, and there's the Strength card there, you know, that Leo energy. You know, it's balance. It's taming those inner demons to me, and this is taming those inner demons and learning how to be a little more patient with yourself, and going, you know, this is what works for me, even if other people are pressuring you to make decisions. Going, I understand, but this is also how I need to do it for me. So, you know, work at your own pace to what feels right to you, but also don't sit. You know, don't get so comfortable that you're sitting and just not doing anything. Because, like, I feel like when these things are taking off, like, once you make those decisions and you're solid in what it is that you need to do, they're going to move very quickly. You're going to get some probably some communication. Things are really going to move right along. So let them move along for you. Don't sit stagnant. But again, it's about finding some balance there, taming the inner demons that are going to move you forward. And some of you guys, you may be traveling, getting ready to take off, go somewhere, start some new projects elsewhere as well. So if you're doing some traveling, that's awesome. It's always nice to do something, see something new. But I feel like whatever this energy is, you've really waited for a long time for this. Maybe over the years, I'm gonna say the last 3 to 5 years, questioning yourself how you could ever get to that space, not thinking that you were capable of doing it, knowing that. I feel like there's anxiety tied to it. Some anxious energy, so you're always anxious to get the next thing done, or just living in that anxietized mode all the time, which is never a good thing if we're coming from that space. And again, it causes us, or sends us and causes us to, you know, maybe do things that we didn't think through that create some situations for us. Spirit for the collective. Advice for the collective. Advice for the collective. Let's see. Yeah, I like this. You're not putting extra pressure on yourself right now, and I think that's a really good thing. Don't put undue pressure. I feel like maybe in the past you were your own worst critic, and you know, we get in that space, and that can really take a hit to our solar plexus, and then in our well-being all around, because we geez Louise, Spirit wants to throw out the whole deck today apparently. You get to this space where you are so critical of yourself that you cut yourself off, you pinch yourself off from the things that you're capable of doing. So you don't want to do that at all. And it's reaching out. Like, I feel like you finally have the support around you as well. It's going to help harness your potential, that they're going to accept you for who you are, where you're at, and embrace those parts of you that maybe you've struggled in the past, going, this wasn't enough, or I didn't do enough, or I didn't accomplish enough. So let that go. And just move into it and with it. So, anything else? There we go. The world wants to be written. Listen, these two particular cards, there's, I think, like 40 or 50 some cards in this deck. This is Alana Fairchild's Sacred Rebels deck. And I've seen, I'm going to say the same 5 cards this week over and over and over again. The word wants to be written. So you are, like, I feel like there's been a lot of shit that's happened over the past that has led you to this position, to understanding your creative processes and learning where to invest your energy, time, and efforts. It took a lot of understanding of yourself to get to where you're at. And it's like now that you have that better understanding, you're finding that patience with yourself, you're loving yourself, you're nurturing yourself, even though you may be dealing with some pains from the past and you're, again, address it, but don't sit in it. Don't stay in that stuck energy. The world's opening up to you. Let it open. Let it free itself up. Let it do for you what it needs to do. Be in flow with the state of things in your life and put you first. The other one is the perfection of your life, number 30. A lot of threes here. A lot of threes here. So, the perfection of your life is you being able to create what it is that you want for yourself and allow it to happen. Let that growth happen. Look at this card's beautiful. I love this card. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful card. So let it flow. Let it flow. Let it do what it needs to do for you. Because you're going to come into this abundant space. You are coming into this abundant space where financial, I hate to say, well, I don't want to say I hate to say, but for some of you, this may be financial freedom. You're doing something that's going to be very long lasting, very sustaining for a long time to come. Let it do its thing. Let it run its course. Nurture it, love it, grow you, nurture you. Good things are going to come of that for you. And I like it. Yesterday was a little rough around the edges yesterday. Everybody was like ready to rip each other's heads off. So I like this energy. So whoever this is for, good for you. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. I think that's fantastic. So yeah, I think that's where we're gonna leave the daily. Again, I'm gonna try to get some other videos out. Remember guys, like, subscribe, share, comment, feel free to comment. Hopefully this resonates for you. If it doesn't, it wasn't for you today, and just let it be what it is, of course, so like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'm gonna try to get some other videos out, time pending today. So I hope you have a blessed day. Sending love and light to you all. Bye.